Hello gamers, this is Danny4842. I'd like to welcome everyone to this premier epic video game room tour. It's been a while I've been on YouTube, but it's for a very good reason. As you can see from the background, a lot of things has been changed here. To give you a brief background on what has happened over the past year or so, me and my girlfriend has disassembled all the previous furniture that you have seen in the previous videos and to put together all brand new ones to accommodate the big expanding video game collecting has been done over the past year or so. So hope you guys stay to the very end of this video to check out what additions and what big changes has been done. So I'll be switching to the other camera, and without further ado, I'll talk to you again in a little bit.
Before I show you the new game room, I want to give you a glimpse of the past where I have always made my videos. Remember me sitting in the center there, present you guys for the very first time on YouTube. So it's a good glimpse of it and how it must have changed. Here we have the front of the room where I keep my various Wii and GameCube games at the time, and also various consoles that I play in my room previously. And here we have all the old boxes and Zelda collection. As you can see here, such a limited space, I had to make use of what I had. So to further ado, this is the blueprint where I made with my girlfriend all the measurements and furniture arrangements that can be fit into this limited space to accommodate all the big expanding collecting that have been done. So this is the actual game room. It's starting off with the Final Fantasy display. As you can see here, I have various items such as the clip from the Shinra from Final Fantasy VII, and also a silver necklace from the same series. Here we have the Thither Rhythm from Final Fantasy on the Nintendo 3DS. As you can see, also a soundtrack there for Distant Worlds, where I was able to meet Nobuo Uematsu, the composer of the Final Fantasy series, and able to get his signature and autograph, I should say, at the Distant Worlds concert in Chicago. Here we have is the Zelda, mostly various items not pertaining specifically to the game itself, but items such as the manga from Viz Media and also a cup from Nintendo World. Here we have is the stereo system that I have used over 2 decades now, for almost 2 decades to say, that my consoles are connected to. Here we have is the Game Boy system, where it's the original one back in the 90s, and also the Game Boy Pocket where I grew up with. That's my first Game Boy system, so that brings a lot of memories. And here is the Game Boy Advance SP, which I do remember clearly. I waited in line to get that on day one. Here we have is the Nintendo DS Lite and also the Nintendo 3DS. That's my original system that I did get on launch day. And here is the Nintendo 3DS XL with the Yoshi logo on it. I thought that was pretty cool. We have here is Commander Video in another section that is featured in the game from Runner 2. And of course, gotta show some love for Mega Man from my previous years with NES games. Here we have is a Club Nintendo figurine that was given in a couple years ago. One of the best figures that I think from the Club Nintendo itself. And moving down here is various figures that I got from Nintendo World exclusively there, but unfortunately they no longer manufacture these. Here we have is Mario Kart 8. It's a limited edition, also exclusive to the Nintendo World Store, recently released, and I'm very proud to have that. And you can see some various figurines there that are from the McDonald's Happy Meal that was only about 2 months ago that they released, and I was able to get the whole set, so I was pretty happy to do that. Here we have is Metroid, various Metroid figures. This one is from Figma, specifically from the Metroid Other M, and also Samus Aran, Zero Suit Samus, I should say. Very cool, sexy figurine that I thought it was a really nice one that I had to have in my collection. Here we have is Nintendo Power magazine, where it's not only just a last issue of Nintendo Power, but it was signed by Reggie Fils-Aimé, the president of Nintendo of America, that I was able to meet in person last year at the Nintendo World Store in a private event, and where I was also able to meet Bill Trinan, the guy who most of you know from E3, where he does the official translations for Shigeru Miyamoto when he presents on stage. Here we have is the Hyrulean Sword and Shield from Twilight Princess, and one of the newest additions to the collection is Jaron Moore's autograph from the producer of the Symphony of the Goddess concert. One of the previous items that you have seen in my videos is Hideo Kojima's autograph and various other people involved in the game from Metal Gear Solid 4. Is now private display here in this cubicle. One of the newest additions to my collection is this glass cabinet featuring two various first four figure centerpieces. Here we have is a Lincoln Epona. I did make a previous video about this figure, so do check it out when you have the chance. Moving down here, you can see the GameCube game of the Twilight Princess. And moving forward down, you can see Wolf Link and Midna first four figure centerpiece, and behind it is Hyrule Historia limited edition. Was purchased from the Nintendo World Store. Here we have is one of my most prized and most valuable piece in my collection is Zelda limited edition Game Boy Advance, and it's signed by Shigeru Miyamoto, and I believe there's only 30 available in the world. It was originally released exclusively to the Nintendo World Store. Moving further up, you'll see various boxes of other video game consoles that I have, like the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the original PlayStation. Toward the center of my room, if you've seen, this is where I keep all my game consoles, and I did add a few additions such as this Nintendo logo and also this Club Nintendo poster of the original Donkey Kong Arcade Classic. Yeah, I thought it would give a very retro personal touch. So here we have is my Wii U console with the NES decal skin, so give it a nice retro look to a new console. And further down is my Wii, and here is my Framemeister, also called the XRGB Mini. This is where it's an upscaler to give the old retro console a really nice look. Here we have is my old original N64, my NES console, PlayStation 2. Also I keep here is my Super Nintendo and also GameCube. All of these consoles I did keep as a child, and any console that that's older than the Super Nintendo, I would refurbish it, give it a new pin connector, probably clean up, scratch removal like the PlayStation 3. So keep these nice consoles well working throughout the years. Here we have is one of my old posters is Skyward Sword limited edition that was given when you purchased the Skyward Sword game from the Wii. Here we have some store displays, specifically Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and Yoshi's New Island, one of my newest addition to my collection. And this new section here, I would keep all my games in these large shelves now, which I did not have in previous videos. Here is my various Wii games, a lot of them that that in the past 2 years I have gathered. Wii has been much easier to get now, much more affordable, since most people are now moving to the newer generation of console games. Here we see is my name on a Nintendo badge where I received when my visit to Nintendo World Store, where I met Reggie Fils-Aimé. So it's probably displayed there as a reminder of that event. Here we see is some more further various Wii games that I have, some of which that I never got the chance to play during its Wii's prime time era. Like I said, it's much more affordable. I do recommend people going out there and get them at this point. Here we have is some of my Wii U games. Not much at the moment, but hoping to build that up in the coming up years. Here is also my Nintendo 3DS. It's flourishing as we speak right now. In the center here, between the shelves, I do have various items here. You can see some Nintendo GameCube promotional item. You see a Cube Club there, where in the past Nintendo, the way they promoted the GameCube was to have these club events, like in a club environment I should say, where you could get to experience these new games from the GameCube era. And it's been a while back that that's happened. Here we have some Donkey Kong promotional items that I did receive through various sources. Here we have, moving further up, is where I keep various game system boxes and items. Here we have a GameCube box. And this one is actually not just an empty box, it's actually a full-fledged brand new Nintendo GameCube system that I received in the past year. Here we moving on towards this section is a lanyard featuring various 8-bit characters from the Final Fantasy series. And talking about the GameCube previously, this is my GameCube area where I keep various games that I have gathered over the years. In the past year, I've added new GameCube games to my library, and I'm very proud of this collection. GameCube is one of my favorite systems, and it's much harder now to obtain GameCube games in the wild, but I was fortunate in the past year or so to add various rare games such as Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2, Skies of Arcadia Legends, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, and of course Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, which is one of the most valuable and expensive games in my GameCube collection. Here we have, moving on, is my Nintendo DS collection. Not that much, but I'm proud of what I have. Here moving upward is my Zelda collection. You can see various editions that was added recently, such as the Nintendo 3DS XL, the Link Between Worlds bundle, and here is the Wind Waker HD bundle as well. Moving onward, this is like I said, this is the Zelda display area, and all the various Zelda games that were released in various console, organized in chronological order of when the games were released in various systems. So they're mostly complete in box and mint, so I'm very proud to have this display and to show my passion for the Zelda series. And it's a game series that I really enjoy playing, and it really got me into gaming way back in the NES era. So I'm really proud to have this shown to you in a way that hopefully you guys can appreciate as well. Here you see is a limited edition Skyward Sword controller bundle that was released exclusively for a short amount of time. And toward the bottom is where I keep all the re-releases and spin-off from the Zelda series, such as Ocarina of Time. There's a Master Quest and also the Wind Waker HD, so it's prominently displayed. Also to mention down below is Link's Crossbow Training, a spin-off from the Zelda series, so it's not part of the main Zelda line of games. Moving upward, this is my 25th anniversary Mario collection, and a lot of the various items you see in this area here is from my previous videos, and is now prominently displayed on this new shelf. Did add various new items that's pertain to the Mario franchises over the past year or so, so hopefully you got a new insight of what was been added. Here you see is the Super Mario Galaxy Wii pin, and a new addition is the red themed Mario Wii controller. Here as always is the Miyamoto signed 25th anniversary frame display that I received in the previous years, one of my prized possession. You can see various items such as that Mario Nintendo 64 watch that I received from Nintendo Power when I was a kid, so I still have it in my possession to this day. You see now is the Game Boy Micro 20th anniversary, one of my items that I'm proud to have as well, that most people may not be aware that exist. Here is the Year of Luigi 30th anniversary figure that I got from Club Nintendo, and I did dedicate this bottom section to Luigi from the Year of Luigi that was passed a year ago as of making this video. I do love Luigi a lot. Here is one of my new additions, is the World of Nintendo sign that I did receive. That is an actual store display back in the 90s. This is where I keep all my retro games. You can see there was my Super Nintendo games that I grew up with, and the various boxes that I still kept to this very day in its complete form. So I'm very happy to able to do that and to show you guys what I have that lasted throughout the years. Here we have is some various big box Wii games and Nintendo 3DS that I couldn't fit in the other shelves, and here is Nintendo's Hanafuda cards. If you most of you not aware, Nintendo did make Hanafuda playing cards before venturing into video game making. Here we have some various video game soundtracks that I have obtained throughout the years as well. I'm hoping to receive some more soundtracks as my collection for it grows. Here, moving down toward the bottom, is my original NES controller and zapper in this nicely display cabinet that I hold all my NES games, and these are my childhood games. They're not bought from eBay for the most part. Here is my Nintendo Power magazine subscriptions. I did not get all of these in the past. Bulk of it is my original childhood ones, and I did grow up with the Nintendo Power back during the Super Nintendo era and moving onward. I did not have the full set yet, but I'm hoping to get that and further down the line. And here you see is the very first issue of Nintendo Power in mint condition. Very proud to have that. Here is the pan view of my room to give you a good look at all the various items, how it's organized, and how my room has transformed over the years. In the past few years, I say that a lot of hard work was put into it, and the thought, the decision making, the process, putting the furniture together, taking all the games and items that was originally in my room, taking it out and putting it back in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before I end it off, I want to give you another look of my room in a different perspective. Moving to the link, as he's sitting there, you see the time has changed. Now it's the night time. And this is how I would do some long gameplay sessions. As you can see on the screen is Mario Kart 8 with the LED backlit display, and as is used as a discriminating light source where it would reduce eye strain with long periods of gameplay, and it gives a great atmosphere in terms of playing retro and modern games. And here is also a look at my glass cabinet with my first 4 figures. And this concludes my epic video game room tour, and hope you stay tuned for my conclusions.
Well, gamers, I hope you enjoyed this epic video game room tour. It's been long in the making, but I hope you guys appreciate the hard work that's been done to present to you guys, and it gives me great honor and joy to present it to you as well. Also, as a quick mention about my YouTube channel, I have reached over 1,000 subscribers and over 100,000 total views. So thank you for the continued viewership to my YouTube channel. And as a quick mention, I am also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure to follow me there and you get the latest updates on what's going on in my collecting world. And lastly, I appreciate you leaving me a comment down below and let me know what you think of my video game room. I appreciate you giving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, this is Danny4842. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.